Andrea Giannopoulos?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Michael Leff?
Hello, my name is Michael Leff, and I graduated from Hamilton High School in 2008. Does anyone know Mr. Falk by show of hands? Okay. Mr. Falk is a business teacher, and I've heard that he's getting fired, so I'm going to try to save his job. Right. So I had Mr. Falk my senior year, and it changed my life. Mr. Falk had molded the way I think today, and I often think of what he's taught me today, and I apply it to my own experiences today, in everyday life. In school these days, we learn all kinds of things. We all know they don't really apply to everyday life, like chemistry and trigonometry and other topics on those subjects. Business does not fall under that category. Business is one of the most important subjects, and I've learned more in that class than any other class to this day. At the beginning of the year, Mr. Falk gave me this pencil with his name on it. He said that at the end of every semester, if I can show it to him, then I'll get 5 extra points. 5 extra points. He was trying to teach us responsibility, and it definitely worked on me as well as many other students. This is just one of many hundreds of examples of Mr. Falk molding my personality. If you fire this great man, this community and the next generation of students will suffer for it. They will miss out on all these great lessons that I did not even know I was learning until after the fact. This great man was teaching our generation to be more responsible in an irresponsible time. If you fire this man, you will be doing a very irresponsible thing to our youth and the future generation. Today I plan on being an optician, and I want to own an eyeglass store one day. Mr. Falk taught me that the first thing I need to do is to run a business is to have a business plan. Because of him, I have one already at home. Any success I have in this field, I can partially give to him and thank him. I ask you, the board, that if you need to make cuts, then do it. But I believe that you will be hurting our town more by firing Mr. Falk than, for example, paying the 1.5% for benefits or whatever the real issue may be. Trust me, he is worth it, and when you lose him, I'm sorry, let me read that one more time. Trust me, he is worth it, and if and when you lose him, we will all suffer. What I believe we should do is instead have a better plan on who is worth keeping and who is just a tumor on the education system. I will gladly offer my own time and my own high school experiences to get this accomplished. But please do not fire Mr. Falk, the man who changed my life, and I'm sure countless other people. You said before that we need to put our heads together. Please let me help. I believe I could find the room in our budget to save his job. I'm leaving my card here. If you guys can call me.
Thank you. That's the end of the list. Is there anyone else? Mrs. Emery? Sure. Dr. Emery?
I apologize for being overcome by the students. If the board will permit me, I feel compelled to respond to Mrs. Helen Hochberg's public accusations at the April 12th board meeting against me when I was absent, claiming that I have been constantly confronting her and that I have been attacking the integrity of the PTSO organization at Marlboro High School. First of all, I made 2 comments over a period of 13 months privately to Mrs. Hochberg regarding my concern that the PTSO annual scholarship offering, concerns about it, and I would hardly characterize that as a constant confrontation. My first comment was in the context of a conversation at the Superintendent's Advisory Council on March 30th, 2009. I said it was concerning that 2 years in a row, the children of the PTSO presidents, that would be Mrs. Carol Fox, and Mrs. Helen Hochberg were the award recipients of the PTSO scholarship. My second comment regarding the matter was at the February 22nd, 2010 board meeting, after Mrs. Hochberg made one of her many comments about nepotism on our Board of Education. I reminded her that awarding your own children a monetary scholarship could also be perceived as one form of nepotism. Obviously, she disagrees with me. Why doesn't the PTSO leadership take my concerns, expressed only twice in a private conversation with the PTSO president, as a positive attempt on my part, as the affirmative action officer of this district, to protect all students from discriminatory practices and to protect their organization from undue scrutiny or from complaints by parents whose children have not been given an opportunity to even apply for the scholarship. I have never discussed these concerns with the acting principal of Marlboro High School prior to March 26th, as was suggested by Mr. Hochberg and Mrs. Hochberg, and in her public complaints against me. Apparently, Dr. Hazel, who's a well-seasoned high school principal, had her own independent concerns regarding the scholarship criteria, which she's entitled to as the acting principal of Marlboro High School. In every district in the district except Marlboro High School, the PTSO or Booster Club annual scholarship is offered to all graduating seniors, not just a very exclusive group with severely restricted criteria for giving out the award. I'd like to make something crystal clear. I fully support the mission of the PTSO at Marlboro High School. I have tremendous respect for Mrs. Evelyn Simo, who's in the audience, Mrs. Lucia Imperato, Mrs. Gail Vitrano, and Mrs. Gain, and I know they want to do what's fair for all our students. The PTSO's mission is to support all the students of Marlboro High School, and I support the efforts of the PTSO. I am not aware of any directive, nor have I ever given one to faculty at Marlboro High School not to speak to the PTSO. Obviously, that would be contraindicated in terms of accomplishing the mission of the school. I take great exception to any attempt by Mrs. Hochberg to publicly malign me simply because she wants to continue to restrict access to all Marlboro High School students to scholarship offerings that should fairly be offered to all graduating seniors. The decision on how to award the scholarship rests solely with the PTSO leadership, all 5 members. But if they choose to continue in their very restrictive criteria for awarding the scholarships, they will continue to open themselves to scrutiny, not by me, but by other residents of Marlboro. On another matter, if you'll permit me 1 more minute, Mr. Lawson.
We don't get it.
On another matter, I would like to acknowledge to this board that I appreciate all the support for the special education programs over the 22 years I have served in the district. And I implore you to maintain these programs for our students. We have done wonderful, wonderful things. It hurts me that we had to give up the adult school and the summer school. This will hurt kids. And I really would like you to take a very good look at the fine programs offered to our students, our special ed students and our students at risk. And please, if we can do it in any way possible, preserve these programs after I retire June 30th. Thank you.